Yo, what's going on, guys? This is Star Blast Studios coming here with a brand new video, and today I'm doing a little bit of a discussion video. We're going to be talking about the new Ultimate Gohan that came out, and joining me here today, we got my really good friend, the man who is known for his many different voices and everything. He's just incredibly talented. Please welcome TheDubbub.
Hey guys, what's going on?
Hey,
yeah, I'm
man.
glad to be here.
Yeah, man, happy to have you. Of course, this has been way too long. Like, we should have had you on here like way sooner on this channel in one of these videos, man. Like, long overdue.
Oh man, I'm so excited to be here. I can't wait to talk about this. I'm really excited.
Yeah, okay, so basically, you're probably wondering, well, why'd you bring TheDubbub over here? Well, you know, Tristan over here happens to be a collector. He doesn't just like, you know, do the voices. The man loves Dragon Ball. Like, he doesn't He doesn't show off his shelf, and he just so happens to be really passionate about this Gohan figure. He was expressing it a lot about Instagram. We were just talking about that, so I figured, you know, why not do a video with him? Have him in this video for the Ultimate Gohan from Demoniacal Fit, because there's a lot of stuff in here that's actually like that there is to talk about. You know, many different things. So hopefully you guys do enjoy the video, and you know, sit back, relax, grab yourself some popcorn, because we're about to get right into it. So, anyways, man. Tristan, look, we got this Gohan. We got this Gohan right here, like the Ultimate Gohan, and like the many different promo images and stuff. What are your thoughts on it so far?
I mean, for the most part, I mean, it does look like for the form of like the figure itself, it does look pretty close to what I was hoping it was going to, but the faces on some of them are not quite up to par. I mean, you got some of the yelling faces, the gritting faces and stuff, and on certain angles, they look better than most, but I don't know. It's just,
yeah,
I'm skeptical.
Yeah, I completely get it. Like, this is, okay, like, when the initial images of Gohan first came out, we had I wouldn't say that there were actual, like, authentic images. It was more like the 3D render. You know how Demoniacal Fit is. They'll put out a 3D render, like, oh, here is the Gohan, which I think they called him Ultimate. Oh no, they called him Mystical. I don't know what they're actually calling the Gohan. Oh, he's the Mightiest Warrior. Yeah, that's what he is.
Mightiest Warrior.
It ain't Gohan, guys. It's Mightiest Warrior. I'm sorry. Like, oh yeah. Don't call him Gohan. Otherwise, you're gonna get some copyright stuff on there. But yeah, when the initial images first came out, and I'm gonna put the actual image on screen right here in the video, so you know you guys don't have to have it by the side. The Gohan looked incredibly different, and a lot of the faces of what you actually saw on the Gohan was a lot. I would say, like, especially with the teeth grid and screaming face, they looked a lot more different. Now, having actually seen what they put out in this batch for this new Gohan, I feel like there's a lot of changes of what they did. So first off, when you initially saw the 3D rendering of that body, I think the sculpting was a lot more unique. Like, they actually took the Super Saiyan. I think they took the Super Saiyan 3 torso of the Gohan and just like made it so that it's more accessible to actually have the body. But now looking at the Gohan now, it seems that they more so just took and replicated the mold of the Super Saiyan Blue Goku, because if you actually look at the colors and the way that the sculpting is on there, it looks a lot more closer to that, like, original Super Saiyan Blue Goku sort of mold with the combined parts and everything. And honestly, I don't really have a problem with that, because it's actually, you know, it's actually a fairly good mold. I mean, it's completely accurate. Would it have been cooler to have seen the other body? I mean, I'm curious as to how that would have, like, come out, but I mean, I don't think it's necessarily needed. But
I mean, it does. I was really hoping that they were going to kind of mix things up just a little bit, kind of give a little bit of variety on the shelf. But I mean, I'm not opposed to them using the Super Saiyan Blue Goku body mold, but I would have liked to have seen them give some sort of originality to it.
Yeah, and it's just like, I mean, it's Gohan, but like at the same time, like, you can't really blame Demoniacal Fit too much. I mean, because I mean, the Tamashii Nations with their figure arts, they literally took their 1.0 Goku body when they first made their Gohan, and they just put a Gohan head on it, and it's like, oh, bam, Gohan, there you go. And we all know how people think about that figure. I mean, some people love it, but, like, you know, it's a little bit outdated. And this right here is supposed to be the Gohan that sort of, like, replaces the original one, you know, the 2.0 Gohan, and you go on our shelf. You're supposed to throw that other one out. Well, no, you're not supposed. Yeah, I hope you don't, because that's actually a cool figure. But anyways, back to the honest point. I think honestly, with what it all comes down to, the most controversial thing about this Gohan, just like what you were talking about earlier, is the faces. And
how do you feel about the faces in general for it? because I'm lost on it. I want to say that it's good, but at the same time, there's certain shots with it, and so I'm lost with it. What are your thoughts?
Okay, so basically, I think that so the stern face for both of the regular and the Super Saiyan faces, I think those look they look fantastic. Look just like Gohan. They're just right. And then you also got the smirking face on the Ultimate form, which is exactly like it's Gohan. You look at that, that's like immediately Gohan. He looks like he's like in that scene where it's like, fight you, no, I'm gonna kill you.
Yeah.
You should be doing that impression, not me. But
fight you, no, I want to kill you.
But back on track, the other faces. It's really the other faces for both forms that really seem to have an issue. Now, for first off, the teeth graded face. When I first saw that face, like my whole thing with it was that, well, everything on this face, like the way that they handled the positioning of the eyes and just how small like the actual mouth is, he looks really, really strange. Like I can't exactly put my finger on it. Like the mouth is too small. The eyes.
It's like the composition of the face.
Yeah.
It looks scrunched up.
And that's the other thing. It's like I don't feel like it's as big of a problem with the teeth graded face. I think the main one that bothers me the most is, out of all of them, is the actual streaming face. Because despite the issues with the teeth graded face, at least with that one I can somewhat get behind. Especially when you actually see the images of that teeth graded face like actually like in hand in some of those other images that was provided by Possessed Horse over on Instagram. And but the screaming face, it's weird because in the promo images you see, the teeth graded and screaming face, they look really bad. But when you see the actual in-hand images, it's just like, well, it doesn't look that bad.
It's like a 180.
Yeah, like they look cool, but like the clearly the problem is still there, and I think it just honestly comes down to the fact that like when they were actually, okay, maybe they actually did do some stuff, but I'm sort of getting some flashbacks of the thing that was going on with the Ultra Instinct Omen, just the Ultra Instinct heads that they released a couple of years back, where people were complaining about the heads sort of having a big gigantic forehead on them, like they both did, and then when you actually had them in hand, well, I mean, yeah, the problem was still there, but it wasn't as big of a problem as they seem to be in the actual promo images themselves. And you sort of have like a very similar thing right here with this Gohan. Actually, when you compare the,
I'm surprised that they didn't try to change at least like the paint job for this. Like if they had given him the red kind of gi or something in the anime, or kind of tried to mix up just a little bit. I'm surprised that they decided to just go the route of just kind of the same generic, color scheme that the Super Saiyan Blue body mold did.
Yeah, I would have actually really liked to see if it was like a more like a darker orange. Like it's this one right here is more yellow, but like I mean it's not a deal breaker at all by any means, but just like as opposed when it comes down to the accuracy, that would have been better. Now I think what's actually going on here when you really look at the color scheme, I feel like they're trying to go more for the actual look of that Gohan had in Dragon Ball Super, because one of the accessories that he comes with is the actual top hairpiece, but without him having the bang on him. So when you actually look at the colors, it actually is a little bit more accurate to Gohan in Dragon Ball Super as opposed to how he was in Z.
Now, what I'd like to see them do some more promo shots with just like the bangless kind of thing, like the super look, and see how that would probably set up with these faces.
Yeah, I'm surprised they didn't actually do any images of him, using that. Like they've shown the accessory there multiple times, but we haven't yet to actually see that in action. So that's going to be one interesting thing that we see people do whenever they get that figure in hand.
Because it makes me curious how like the faces will set, like if the forehead, the sizing, or anything will change any like drastically by any because of just that one little thing. I don't know how the faces will set up. If they're higher, if they're lower, I don't know.
That's gonna be an interesting thing to find out. One of the things that I do think looks really cool, let's just acknowledge the fact that this is more than just an Ultimate Gohan. Like you're also getting a Super Saiyan here, and upon looking at being able to see the faces, I really think that they took a lot of the mold that initially came with the Gohan on the Great Saiyaman body. Like I don't know, you sort of see that Great Saiyaman hair sculpt on this Gohan.
Yeah, I'm definitely noticing it. I mean, the way that the hair is set up and everything, it really, it just does. It captures that kind of Saiyaman look that it had, which I guess is pretty cool, considering the fact that wasn't the Saiyaman like an exclusive at some point?
No, he wasn't. He was actually.
Was he not an exclusive? I thought it was an exclusive. That's my bad.
Oh no, he's fine. One of the things that I do, however, I am excited for this Gohan is the fact that we're actually, with this body mold, we're actually getting an actual body mold of, I mean I would also hope would work for Goku, because we never actually had like a 2.0 variant of the sort of Goku body with that specific belt that Gohan over here is actually sporting.
Well, considering the fact that like Possessed Horse and Demoniacal Fit, they've released shots of like the Super Saiyan Vegeta and Goku head. I'm curious if they're going to try and use that body mold to make like a Cell Saga Goku or whatever.
The strange thing about it is that when it comes down to Cell Saga Goku, that would be interesting, because you sort of have like a body mold right here that would actually work for that specific kind of Goku, or even like the Buu Saga Goku. I mean, the clothing without like everything without the kanji actually matches up to that. I mean, that's sort of how we would remember Goku in the first place. And one of my concerns with this in general is just whether or not this Gohan is actually going to have like the proper kind of head, like peg that the actual head is going to fit on. Because when it came down to the Vegito body, like, they took a lot of the actual body mold that worked with the Saiyan Raised on Earth Goku and the Super Saiyan 3 Goku and stuff for that. But the actual ball peg was way smaller, and that was one of the things that people had, like the main issues with that original Vegito was that because the pegs were so small, like it seemed really fragile and actually scary to take out and interchange the actual head pieces. Like the peg was just way too small.
Well, they issued out like replacement pieces and stuff for those pegs, didn't they? Like they were like you could purchase or.
Well, yeah, kinda, because it was the they put out wrist pegs mainly, but they didn't actually put out types of those types of pegs that you go and replace and put into the neck, and you didn't. I see. They didn't actually give those to people who actually broke their figure. You had to purchase the Super Saiyan Blue Vegito like sculpting, like
I see.
Yeah, the headpiece, and they included pegs for that. Which honestly, I feel like they should have included on this figure. Who knows? Maybe with this Gohan, in order to sort of like make sure that they have backup. Like I would really like to see them include backup pegs with this Gohan. That would be a really smart thing to do.
Yeah.
No, I think that's just about it for this Gohan. Like everything on here with this Gohan, I'm really excited to actually see how we get this figure in hand, and when. Definitely gonna be picking this guy up, guys. If you want to go ahead and pre-order this Gohan, go ahead and check out Omnime store. They have Gohan up for pre-order right now on their site. They're usually really quick at managing to get your Gohan and figures to your door like really quickly. They have really fast shipping. So I do implore you guys, check out Omnime store. I'll leave a link in the description down below so you guys can go ahead and pick this up. But anyways, guys, I think that's just about it. You got any final words you want to say over here, Tristan?
Just to stay golden like Super Saiyans, guys.
Stay golden like a Super Saiyan. I love it. Anyways, guys, I'll see you all in the comments. Anyways, guys, I'll see you all in the comments section. Until then.